to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So, okay, so I got a message. Um, it might trigger some people, so I'm gonna say that from now. But also take the parts that resonate with you, or just find the parts that you fit, and then go with that, and decipher where you need to decipher. But some people need to know something. I have to tell you the message. It would be wrong for me not to tell you the message. So I'm going to tell you the message because I wasn't even planning on recording today. So, message is important. So it's like a trigger warning kind of thing. But it's important trigger warning. Right? Okay? I already got some charms out. But, first things first. So I'm going to go like just 15 minutes about this. Then I'm going to like cleanse the reading, get into the reading and stuff like that. But already got some charms out. I already have some notes. So I was doing something else, and then like that's when it popped in my head, and not to like write it all down. So it's like 3 different groups, okay? But within that 3 different groups, there's like 3 different things going on, okay? Okay, so it's like that, but it's still like the same theme, right? And like the underlying story, the background story, like the whole topic, but it's just like different characters doing like different things, right? So the overall theme is karmic codependent relationships, or like codependent cycles, right? So the first group is in a codependent relationship with a narcissist or someone with a god complex, right? um then I said within that, some of them know and are doing nothing about it. Some of them are, what I mean, like when I mean like doing nothing about it, like they know they're in a karmic relationship or a karmic cycle, um or know who this person is and how they is, and using like the relationship to flex on like single people pretty much. um and then I said then there's some people that's just emotionally numb to what's going on, so they just checked out completely. They don't really care. um they just go with it to survive, to be happy. Not even really be happy because they're not happy, but just not to complain or anything like that. Then we have some people just naive to it, right? Sorry to say. Um, and then I said that some of y'all, your person rushed. Y'all was in a relationship with this person. If you were in a codependent relationship with somebody like this person rushed into a relationship and now shaming this new person into creating a codependent relationship with them so they can make you jealous. And the reason why they're trying to shame that person is to try to make them or turn them into you, right? Um, then I felt sorry for that person. The person that they're shaming, not the one that's doing it. And then I said the naive person. What I got was like Stockholm syndrome, not knowing about narcissism or what a narcissist is, or just that in general, or even knowing about a god complex. And then I have like some don't believe or refuse to believe that their person is doing this because they're so nice, and I was like they need to do the research. And then I also with the naive part, got like they might be the person or be the like that the actual narcissist or the person with the god complex is using, which is why they're like unaware of what's actually going on. Then I said at some point they're gonna turn on this person because they like you can never be the person that they're trying to turn you into, right? And then for the ones that's in the relationship and is aware that they're in this relationship and doing nothing about it, just trying to, well, not the ones emotionally numb. The emotionally numb ones, I didn't really get a message for y'all. I'm sorry. I would say go to therapy. That's just only thing I get for you. But the ones that's flexing, I got that y'all actually scared to be alone, so you put up with somebody treating you like shit. Sorry, that was fucked up to say, but that's what I got. And then I got that this person that y'all putting your person up on a pedestal, and the person that you're actually putting up on a pedestal lacks accountability, don't really care or like you because they don't really care or like themselves, and they have self-esteem issues, so they overcompensate. And then I got like what popped in my head was Lord Forecourt, right? And oh, I did have some. Okay, so I had the tongue twister, naive and the emotionally numb person. Um, because you don't believe in Stockholm syndrome or like narcissism or codependency relationship or karmic relationships, like you're not doing anything about it, or you're just going with the flow, and that's gonna affect you. Okay. So when I was saying that, my eyes automatically went back to is the dragonfly, and the dragonfly is just all about living in the present and staying in the now. Um, but also like dragonflies in general, when they have multiple wings, so they fly really fast and they move around a lot. So this person might jump from like relationship to relationship without, or you might jump to relationship without actually reflecting or reflecting on why the last relationship didn't work and how can you make yourself better now. Oh, a bat. Yeah. Another download I got like way before this. A lot of y'all was with like a psychic vampire, an energy vampire, a leech, somebody that piggyback other people's success. It's a lot of people. Okay, a lot of different things. But then also when I was shaking all the charms and I was pulling them out, I realized that this little charm over here was all the way by itself, right? Um, so like even if like people try to isolate you or make you feel down or like make you feel like you have like low self-esteem and stuff like that, like I said before, somebody trying to shame somebody else, and that might be you and you not realizing that why they doing it. You're a diamond, and this person don't understand or see that you're a diamond and see the worth that you have, but you need to see that and understand that and never forget that. And don't continue to allow them to be in your space and your energy to even have the time to catch up to you to drain your energy or anything like that. Cause now it's all the butterflies, and I'm looking at the red butterfly. Like be stable in yourself and know your worth, and continue to grow and evolve, but also realize like you're gonna make mistakes and that's okay. But it's important to always remember that you might get knocked down, but it's always important to get back up. Okay, so now the other part for part 2. Okay, y'all got out of a codependent relationship and it's healing and or about to start your healing process, already healed. Okay, so like I said in the beginning, where this person rushed into a connection or a relationship with somebody else to make you jealous so you can chase them. um then I have some, your person ghosts you or about to ghost you because you no longer can be conditioned or like play ball. Like you no longer, like you seeing through their tactics and manipulation. So they just like, all right, on to the next. I'm gonna find somebody else that will do it, right? um or don't see it, something like that. And then I said the next one is somebody or your person wants you to forget who you are so that they can stay, so you can stay and think, so you can stay and continue to give to them, there you go, and take care of them and care for them. And then some of y'all is having a pissing contest, so some of y'all know and having a pissing contest with this person trying to go back and forth, and that's not going to work because you're still interacting with them, they still getting a reaction out of you, so they still think and know that you care and love them and they can come back at any time, so you might want to stop doing that. Then I got that this person is a brat, right? They know that they know what they was doing when they was doing it. Their intention was to hurt you, but now they trying to act and pretend like there was none the wiser, right? And then also got like this person is a collector, right? They want what they can't have, and then it's like once they have it, they just keep it on a box, or like keep it in a box, put it on the shelf, don't really interact with it. If they do interact with it, it's very little, um and pretty much not at all, pretty much damn near none, right? Then this is when I got like the greed, leech, vampire, piggyback of other people's success. And then, oh, also, right, if you leave this person and then you think like, oh, or trying to give them an ultimatum, yeah, for the first person, like group one, um, I don't, they're not really likely to come back. Honestly, I don't really think they will care, right? For group two, it was like if you leave, this person is more likely to come back, but just to see if they can start this codependent cycle back up again, right? They're the people more people with the ghosting are more likely to come like in and out, right? Then the number three, I gotta rush through this, but this is the group that needs a lot of time. Okay, so group three, you like somebody or was in the relationship with the person and then like another party interfered, okay? All right, okay. Or it was another party interference, okay? Um, it was like you, them, and you was like versus somebody else, or you versus them, group of like somebody else. Okay, do you however you versus whoever it was you pretty much by yourself a little bit. Okay, okay. So but overall, this is like the pile or the group that is like the wolves in the sheep clothing, snakes in the grass kind of thing. Um, Protect yourself. Be safe out here. Okay, so we have like or in a relationship, this person was sleeping around or entertaining other people, and that person is using or sending spell work, right, to try to get them to leave you. And then I have some of the some of them are sleeping with other people. That's what the people that's doing the spell work. Yeah. And then I have they some of them listen to somebody else, right? Listen what they were saying, and then they believe them, but it was actually a lie, and now they feel stupid. That person that they listened to actually wanted you, and you said no, and didn't give them the time of day, which is what. Then that person got mad, which is why they started lying about you. And this one it went south and got real dark. Some of y'all, your person was in a cult or were trying to create one, um, and they wanted to recruit you, try to get you to stay. So they wanted to connect to the bond, connect to the link, very fast, very quickly. But you saw through the facade and you left. You cut them off, and then they got mad because now they couldn't fulfill their promise. They couldn't keep their promise, so they had to go down a rank. Nobody started believing in them anymore. They became a joke, stuff like that. And they tried to start doing spell work, so it you can come back and it can work, right? They thought the spell would work. If you can come back, but then the thing is, if you saw through it already, you will see through it again. So it wasn't gonna work again. But that's a whole other part, okay? Bada boom, okay. And they be okay. So if that was the case, they become obsessed with their position because, like I said before, they went down and they went down a rank. They lost respect. So if that's what's happening, it could be them themselves that's doing the spells, and or they hire somebody else, maybe somebody in like this little cult, this little group, to do it, right? And then what popped in my head at that point, it was just Shrek all the time. Okay, I'm gonna rush through this part a little, but if it makes sense to you, it makes sense to you. Like I said, find it where you belong, right? Some It's literally like Shrek, where Lord Farquaad sent. Okay, he wasn't a king, which is why he needed Fiona, and he then sent Shrek because he knew that there was a dragon. He didn't want to fight the dragon because he knew he might not survive. So he sent Shrek to do it. And while that happened, Shrek and Fiona actually liked each other and fell in love. And shit backfired for him pretty much because he for one got ate by the dragon. So he's no longer he was not a king nor a lord. Okay, and it's just yeah, just yeah. Then I got if it's a codependent relationship with a parent, it's more karmic, and that's tied to like the Fiona and Prince Charming, which is Shrek in the later movie, where it's time to like fulfill a bargain or a deal or a contract. And then okay, a couple of things. But this code, we gotta go back to that. This code or this group for it's two different scenarios as well. It's like either they just needed new followers, right? And or the second group where you the one that have like actual strength and power and they know that and they wanted to use that and or steal it, right? Um, if it makes sense to you, it makes sense to you. Okay? This is what I got. Um, and then what else? What is this? Oh, these are the people. Because if you can like been here for a while, and I kept saying like they thought like they no one was ever gonna notice. They was never gonna find out. They would have paid an arm or the leg for this, and the third. Yeah, these are the people that would have done that. Okay, these they thought no one would find out. This was never gonna see the light of day. They and for a rude awakening, I also got that too. Because all of it's coming to light. Um, Then I also had if you leave this person is less likely to come back. I was like they will recreate the story to scare other people from leaving. And then I also got that this person is trying to create a harem, right, where they can have multiple people sleep whoever they want, whenever they want. Um, and they thrive on the hunt. They love the chase. They love to be chased. If it's you chasing them, they chasing you. It don't matter. It don't matter. But it matters to them now because they lost the rank. They don't have the reputation like they did before. Okay. Um. And then I have a little bit more information about like this little cult group, and then also got the song download that I got when I was doing this was Superstition by Stevie Wonder and All Right by Kendrick Lamar. And then after that, when I just started trying to do the reading, what popped in my head was Energy by damn. I'm having nightmares. I'm sleeping with the enemy. How do I reverse the chemistry? You know her. You get it, right? So let's get back to the charms, and then okay, if I could flip this over, if I could flip it, there we go. Um, Back to the charms, and then I will look into If it comes up, I will say like the rest about this cult. Probably when like I get into this spell. If they talk about the spells that they was doing, then I'd be like, yeah, this is what was happening. Okay. Okay. So we do got a snake. See what I said with that snake in the grass? I love it. Then we have a ribbon. So you surviving something. Surviving this little snake attack with this little vampire. What type of accent was that? Okay. Right? We have a turtle. Could be slow and steady, run the race. Because we have zero, starting over completely. We have a fish. And we have Jesus as well. Then we also have the eye. So your spirituality, your intuition, getting close to spirit. And if you haven't, or if you don't have a religion, or you need to ask some forgiveness, you probably should do that. Then we have a reindeer. So it could be something in December. Or the holiday season. Because we have a horse again. Or it could just simply be transportation. And then we have a horseshoe. We have luck. So you evolving and growing into something that's very... Like you survived something where some people might say by chance or by skin of your teeth. But it's like... It was the... Spirit was on your side, which is why you seem very lucky to get out of this and survive this. As slow as you feel like it is, or how it's dragging, it's you being protected. See, yeah, right. You being protected and guided to overcome. Is this a grenade? Hold on, because that's in one of these. No, it's another fish. Okay, woo. Oh, a dog. Oh, also. Okay, so it does come up. So in the lyrics, right? With superstition, right? The parts that really stood out to me was writing on the wall, the ladder's about to fall. And 12, 13-month-old baby, okay? And broke the looking glass. When you believe in things you don't understand, the good things in the past, keep me in a daydream, keep me going strong. You don't want to save me, right? Right. Okay? Okay. You probably like, what the fuck is that? What are you trying to say? Okay? So, if there's a karmic cycle, right, or a karmic contract, or the spell work, whatever they trying to do, okay? Somebody could have had a baby, and or a baby broke the contract because why under like when I wrote that down, what popped in my head was that wasn't part of the agreement. So I don't know what type of agreement y'all had or what the fuck the agreement is, okay? But a baby was not part of it. And oh, like so now it's broken, and now that it's broken, everything is being known, everything is being seen. That's what the writing on the wall is all about, right? And the ladder is about to fall. That's everything's about to be known, about to be seen, and they know this. So now they're trying to clean it up, cover up, stop it, find a way to twist it, but it's too late because damn near everybody know, everybody seen, damn near everybody heard, everybody, okay? And it's then it went back to when you believe in some things you don't understand, right? Then I heard you suffer when he did that. You suffer, right? So it's just like they really believe that this person and everything that they promised and believe. And then the things that they promised and believe, if you go to Kendrick Lamar, it would be alright, right? It would be alright. They believe they would be alright. Everything that they did, keep me in a daydream. Remember that? Keep me in a daydream. This person was like, what you want? You a house, you a car, 40 acres, a mule, a piano, a guitar. Like, I can get you anything. You can live in the mall. Like, then at the end of it, right? He, no. I also wrote that everything you see, anything, say my name, Lucy, I'm your dog, right? Then we have a dog here. God damn it. If it flipped, there we go. We got a dog here, right? Boom. Dog's supposed to be friendly. Man's best friend. Your ally. Da 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 da. Right? They actually a snake, a wolf in sheep clothing. And they was leading you down this wrong path, telling you that everything is gonna be okay, it's gonna be alright. Oh, they know what they doing. They're gonna protect you. And all this, right? But then it went back to the Stevie Wonder, good things are in your past, right? Then it went to Kendrick Lamar with this, reaping everything that I sow, so karma coming heavy. And then we also said, ain't enough profit to eat enough to feed you. Because also in Stevie Wonder's song, he was like, the devil's coming. So it's like, whatever they promised, whatever agreement they made, okay, that this baby was not a part of, they gotta pay that forward. And now they gotta pay that forward, okay? That's what the ladder's falling. They know that it's falling. They see it's falling. They trying to do everything they could to stop it, but they can't stop it. They can't stop it. And this person that did all this, they trying to tell them they're gonna be alright, and it's like, no, they're not gonna be alright, because they really misused their influence, okay, and did a lot of shit that they wasn't supposed to do, and they know that, and some of them probably just don't care because, tunnel vision. They were so focused on bringing this person down or bringing you down, or just so focused on causing chaos and destruction, they ain't care. Um, right? Because there's a lot of hearts, and it seemed like they was very cold and stubborn to the truth. Um, like I said, somebody at some point became very obsessed with their position, or getting back their position, or getting back this title, right? Because we have key. So, like, their heart is closed off and they feel like they have the key, but their heart doesn't have, like, this gonna sound weird, but a keyhole, right? But, and, hey, you got a lot of angels, you got a lot of spiritual protection and guidance. Probably from since you was a kid, little girl. Right? Because cats are very, like, independent. So you're like this queen that's supposed to stand by. Oh, Queen of Wands. Supposed to be independent and very action oriented, and can, do whatever you put your mind to. Like, even if it's very slow, like, you still take the action and go about it. And even if you, like, like I said before, like, you fall down, you get back up and keep going and keep trying. Oh yeah, your heart chakra. You also might want to take care of your health and look into your health, because, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And that your heart also ties to health. So how you take care of yourself, what are you feeding yourself, what are you providing for yourself. Also, didn't I read that? Like, we might want to watch what you're eating for people, but watch what you're giving to, what you paying for, what that, yeah. What you're receiving. And then this triangle, the threes is all about like collaborating, working together, balance, and your mind, body, soul, or it could be like you, spirit, God, and stuff like that. Um, and there's, you just comfort in that. With the pink, you're comfortable, you're happy, it's peaceful, serenity. And you can be yourself and, feel like this diamond that you are, because this diamond is purple, and purple is all about psychic abilities and your psychic eye. So you start trusting your spirit, trusting your intuition, and moving on and releasing this person. And trusting that they are actually helping you and guiding you, and that they are on your side and trying to lead you to a better outcome than this that you're in with this ribbon. Because purple is domestic violence um, survivor, and then pink is, as you know, breast cancer survivor. Red, I don't know red off the top of my head. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I know it's something. Um, is it a cancer? Probably another cancer. I'm gonna be honest. You might want to check it up. Don't quote me on it, but yeah, that's what I was like. Check on your health. Not to scare you, but might be start checking on it. Start taking care of yourself. Okay, but or also if you're in this domestic violence relationship, it's because you have a lot of snakes around you. At least 3 of them. People that's trying to manipulate you. And one could be pretending to be your friend. One is actually Vidian of Grandpire. One is very evil and manipulative. And one trying to drain you dry of resources or materials or creativity. The other one just literally trying to take you down. What popped in my head was just cuz. So, there's that. Yeah. And they could literally be happening in the present right now. Okay. So now I'm going to cleanse out the space and energy. We can get into the actual reading. It still ties with everything I said before. But, so if you stayed for that little snippet and you understand more, if you didn't, that's fine. That's cool. Still might understand. Might not. I don't know. But you figure it out. But the other part, if it comes up, I would like go more into it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Save it for a later time. Okay? So I'm gonna cleanse space and energy. If you have headphones in, you might want to turn them down. That wasn't a good hit. That was a good one. Alright. I'm gonna use my little bell because I didn't like that first hit. Okay. So let's see what we have here. We have loneliness with dull, disappointment, isolation. Then we have savings, preserving, collections, meanness. Oh, those people that, because what just popped in my head were Asians with the ribbon, and I had it with the angel and the horseshoe. Yeah. Spirit could be like putting you in this energy of isolation or this season of isolation so you can start collecting your energy back, preserving yourself, and taking care of yourself and healing. Right? Because now we have indulgence, interactions, joy, and friendliness. Right? And then we have blessings, fulfillment, well-being, enlightenment. And then we have self-love. See what I said? So you can take care of yourself, start healing and reflecting. That's what the Hermit is pretty much is about, like going within. But it's also like he isolate himself, right? He up in the mountains, nobody in the mountain with him, just him staff and his little lantern. Okay, he doesn't really interact with people. He doesn't go asking people for their input or their like if he does ask for their input, right? He might consider it, but he doesn't base his whole idea or like life or stuff like that off based off of it. Right? So we have self love, self concern, self healing, and independence. That's that cat. Which is pretty much like I said what the Queen of Wands is supposed to be. So that person, right, in one of the scenarios when I was like they listened to somebody else, um, and that person was actually lying, now they feel like a dumbass. Now they learn to have like self concern. Like maybe I should stop going and listen to other people and go within. What do I feel about this person? Do I trust my judgment? I do pretty good. I've made like decisions for myself before and I've been pretty good. It worked this way, it went this way, so I can do it again. But independence, like a cat, you know? They don't really don't want to be bothered and stuff like that. And hold on. Now I gotta find everything. Right, with the survivor, right? And then self healing, like I said before, you survived something, you overcame something, right? You went within with the butterfly, you transformed, you changed. You no longer the person that you once were, right? Probably changed at least like 3 different times, right? Probably took you a while, but you got there. And, or you learned like at least 3 different lessons, or you need to learn 3 different lessons to feel fulfilled and right? Because it's horseshoe blessings and savings. Um, to feel fulfilled and self indulgence, and then these got flowers on the blessings, right? And well being. Oh, the apple, right? Nope, that's the angel. Well, I did talk about the angel over here, right? Trying to protect you and trying to, work with you, heal you. Cause you're healing from something, you're recovering from something, and wow, now I can't find it. But either way, you know what I'm trying to go with it, right? And they like it might be very disappointing because the disappointment you might feel disappointed, but it's like at some point you're gonna heal from that, you're gonna recover and understand why this had to happen or why certain things happened the way that it did. And right, because those people like in group 3, right, the last group where I was like this is the group that I really thought like it was never going to find out, never, whatever they can do whatever, nobody's going to do anything to them, no one's going to say anything, nothing's going to happen, right? There was never going to be any consequences to their actions. It's like it's showing like all that is that's a lie, because this psychic eye, like you about to find things out, things about to come to the light. Spirit saw everything with Jesus being here. It's like you have spiritual protection, and then it's like even if in the physical world, people around them might not see anything, it's just like okay, that's fine, that's dandy. Oh, there goes the damn apple. Whew, that was like even if they thought like no one's gonna find out, it's just like yeah, nah, everybody about to find out. They about to be the talk of the town. They wanted you to be talk of the town. They about to be the talk of the town. And we have toil and labor. Oh, and then we have 31, 49, 47, 23, 43. So that's 4, 7, 5, 4. and 11. I said so many numbers at once. I can't figure out what's with the. Okay, we're gonna come back to that. Okay, so we have bad health, right? See, 31. 31. So you feel like you're in bad health because this isolation, this dullness, and this disappointment, right? Because you feel overworked. You feel burnt out with this toil and labor, right? House. Then we have a wealthy man. Ooh, that's with the key. Okay. Then we have courthouse. Because we got 13. There's a reflection. Then we have expectation. Expect. You get it. And put this over here. Okay. This wealthy man is okay. The key. I was like, he's the one with the key. Cause like in banks and stuff like that, or like in the old movies when something costs like have very much like high value, like I said, like a diamond and stuff like that. They try to lock it away, keep it in a safe box. They have a key, and no one else have that key but them. And then I was talking about the hearts. They like there's no position or no place to put the key or anything like that. And with this courthouse, it's like there's evidence and there's proof, right? That for one, that's like even if they try to like create the key or copy the key, they can't because is it just won't work or anything like that. And what popped in my head is like a video game because it's 3 butterflies and 2 hearts. So it's like there's at least 3 chances to grow and transform, and they down 1 chance, or they down a life, or down a blessing, or something like that. Or, right, seeing that there was like the 3 animals, the snake, the dog, and the bat, one of them, you know, lost a life. But then only the one of them colors don't match, so it could be the dog. Right? But that bad health. Because all the work and the labor, all the whoever was doing spell work, it backfired and it went back. So whatever they was wishing with this fulfillment, whatever, it has to be fulfilled. Like it has to be paid back, right? Like the superstition, whatever they tried to like, whatever like the profit, they don't have enough to pay it off, right? And either way, they still have to pay it, and it's like, oh, they expecting something that's not gonna come, or they expecting it all to work out. They expect it all to work out because this wealthy man told them it was gonna work out because they was gonna promise them everything. But this is right because oh, you want you a house, you a car, right? You have a house. They this wealthy man try to promise them everything, and with this contract and stuff like that. But then it's just like you have to work to pretty much forever to get whatever they promised you, or to get whatever it is, and whatever it costs too much. To yeah, this person did too much. This person did some shit, right? So now we're gonna go into the archetype. So we have detective and lover and the shadow aspect. So this person, obsessive passion that harms others, self-destructive devotion. Then with detective and the shadow aspect, we got voyeur and falsify information. Now, if you're wondering what a voyeur is, okay, this person that they get off watching other people get off, or engage in sexual activities. So don't be like, oh, ew, because if you ever watch porn, technically you a voyeur. Okay, relax. Some of them just might enjoy it while it's actually happening in their face through a phone. They don't care. And who are we to judge people's kinks? Okay, but now if it damages and affects people, now that's no longer a kink. That's a problem. Okay, but it's yeah. Okay. Also with this, oh yeah, this definitely yeah. Never mind. If there's healthy ways to handling it and going about it, then there's negative ways to going about it. This person went a negative way. I forgot about the obsession. But still, like yeah, they might have like might could have a problem or have a sex addiction. Addicted to porn, addicted to sex, addicted to something. Addicted to something. Okay? And then we have a rebel. Also with this falsifying documents, that goes to group 3. Okay? Again, with like I said that they will try they less likely to come back, but they will try to like they will lie, not my headphones. They will lie, try to change, manipulate, and make it seem like they left you or you left them. You're doing bad without them. Something. Try to change the story to fit how they want to fit it, right? To whatever delusion, whatever thing they came up with, right? But also with group 2, it kind of sort of ties to y'all because that person, like I said, with this sexual addiction that they might have, might try to come back to see if they can, start that back up, even if it's just for sex. It still show that you care for them. But I said before, that pissing contest, you might want to stop that, or like this whole cuckold thing. They want what they can't have. That brat energy. They also back with group 3 with that loving the hunt. Like they might not even care. They might really be into cuckolding and stuff like that. But to each his own. Okay, each his own. Then we got rebel in the shadow aspect with reject, liberating, liberating authorities out of anger, rebel out of peer pressure or fashion. Then this goes back to group 3 where I was like that person that listened to somebody else's gossip. Yeah. They feel like they have it so backwards. They feel like they're a rebel by okay. So let's say because spirit is here. The spiritual thing that they were supposed to do is talk to you, go with you, be a soulmate, and stuff like that, right? You might be expecting and waiting for them to come back, expecting their soulmate because you know that this person is a soulmate. They could have been a soulmate, but this is a karmic soulmate, okay? And another thing with Jesus being here, okay, and the angels, because another download that I got when I was doing this is the story of like Lucifer, the whole backstory, right? And then he came Satan with this whole snake and the vampire, right? He wanted to become like God, or pretty much not become like God. He wanted to be God and felt like he can do it better. And then God was like, "Get out of here," right? Nah, you're wildin'. Like I made you, whatever you can do, I can do better, kind of thing. And and then he was like, "No, rah rah rah," right, and trying to cause a whole uprising. And then it wasn't just him that left. Okay, there's a lot of other angels that left with him that followed. So it's just like there's him, and then there's fallen angels, right? And we still have actual light being angels that's on God's side, but then we had some angels that turned and fell from grace tower. When we see people falling, and was led astray to follow him. So it's like they see this person that they talking to as, but the naive person, some of y'all might actually see this person as a god. Like I said, the first group, y'all putting this person on a pedestal, and the person that you put on a pedestal don't like have a, what is it? They have a self-esteem issue, so they overcompensate and seek validations from other people. Or with this fancy man, with this wealthy man, might try to dress up and stuff like that, pretend like they have money when they really don't, or leech off of other people's success. Or even if they do have something that's very wealthy, they try to lock it away and keep it under lock and key, and barely interact with it, barely play with it, like a collector. But then it's like once they no longer have it, now they want to play with it all the time. And stuff like that. And then we have networker in the shadow aspect with conveys information only for personal gain, spread fear and falsehood. See? Oh, gotta turn it up so you can read it. But yeah, like that group did. Like I said, they will rewrite it. Make it seem like if you left them, they make it seem like they left you. And then even if they actually did left you and it was their problem, it was something that they did, they would make it seem like some shit that you did. They flip it all the way around. Okay, with this falsified information, we have courthouse. They will flip it, and they will whatever they got to do. They will do it. Okay, they would do it. Gossip. What I said. What did I? And the shadow aspect. Thrive in power of passing on private and special or secret information, betraying confidence. What did I say? And then they doing all this because they feel like nothing's gonna happen to them. Because with the detective and stuff like that in this courthouse, they feel like, oh, they know that made it even worse because they know the rules, they know what they're supposed to do, and they going against it. They trying to use it in their favor and stuff like that. And with this rocking horse, like they try to use it against them. They up and down, they rocky, and they feel like nobody is seeing or nobody is gonna do anything to them. And spirit just like, bitch, I see you. I'ma do something. Then see Messiah in the shadow aspect. What I said with that God complex. What I said. With exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which which cause excuse me, excited belief that you are the only means through which a cause can be succeeded. A God complex, a narcissist, leeching off somebody else's piggybacking success, trying to steal your creativity, right? A snake, okay? A vampire, okay? Leeching you dry, right? You're their life source. That could be also what it is too with this heart. You're their life source. But they watching you, right? This is I watching you give them power, energy to keep going, to live, to thrive. Right. So let's see what they got was to say. So we have the way I have treated you was wrong, and then we also have I don't know where to start. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's crazy how this came out, and then what's playing in my headphone is that's the reason why I love you. So this might be, hold on. They might try to come in, right? Be like, oh, I know I treated you wrong. I don't know where to start. I'm sorry, boo hoo hoo. And even if they do start, they're gonna give you like some little sob story, right? And be like, but this is why I love you because you know you forgive me. You like you accept my flaws. You know I'm wrong and this and that, but I know I can be myself with you. Try to like butter you up to make it seem like everything with this holiday, like everything is like sweet and blissful and oh kumbaya and peaceful, and it's like no 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 no, like they your friend, and it's like no no, they will literally destroy you. Right. Then we have I feel alone. Also that still goes to that ties to group one. Then we have sex with you. See, with that I want to say vigor, but that's not what that is. The person that be watching people have sex to get the thrill off of it, it could just simply be the like they sex with you. They enjoy doing it. They enjoy like while they doing it, watching you, looking at you, and all of that. And even if you had like a recording or a video, they will they might be watching it a lot, a lot. Okay. But also, like I said, with the detective in this, like I'm looking through the person with the eye through the hole, they might also enjoy a little cuck holding, and if that's what you're about to eat, but whatever helps you sleep at night, you sleep nice, peaceful, and sweet. You do that, okay? But if that's not for you, this what this person was on, and this is why Spirit just like, baby, run, because whatever this person was on, you're not about it, okay? Whatever timing this person is on, you're not about it. Then we have I can't let you go. See, they obsessive. That's just that over there. Whatever technique you did, you might want to retire that, okay? Save it. Don't do that for, like, just to anybody, okay? Save it for special occasions. Then we have, you're too nice, I don't deserve your kindness. Okay, never mind, because they can't do nothing about that. Especially with God, well, Jesus being here, and the angels and spirit, right? It's just, in the cross, it's just who you are, okay? Like, it's just, do unto others as you want people to do unto you. You're nice because you want people to be nice to you. Not because you want to be liked or like you want to be like really just want to be respected. Pretty much, you don't really care like if you liked and stuff like that. Because like I said, Jesus wasn't really much liked, but he was doing nothing but kindness. Like it was. Oh, now what also popped in my head, right? Was Jesus and Judas, right? And because with those people that really thought like this never gonna find the light of day, like, oh, this would have hurt you before it hurt them, this kind of thing, it would never would have got back to them. Um, right, with this bad health, Jesus knew the whole time that Judas was gonna betray him, right? And no one really paid that close attention to the story to understand, to even realize the fact that who died first. If you said Jesus, you're wrong. It was Judas. Jesus was in captivity. Okay, he was held captive. Pretty much, if there was jail here, he was in holding. Okay, waiting to be crucified. Meanwhile, Judas done offed himself elsewhere. Like, it's just what we really, like, kind of thing. Like, no one really pay attention to that because he felt so bad and so guilty. So it's just like they really thought this was never affect them or never gonna happen to bother them and stuff like that. And to you, right? Like I said before, you might not believe in this or know about it or stuff like that, but like to some people, this is a thing. They believe in it, and it's like just because you don't believe in it doesn't mean it's not real, okay? Or that you shouldn't respect it. And how to say this? Because like even when Jesus was on the cross, because like Jesus on the cross, and then we have angels. He legit. It was hurtful. Okay, it was painful. Okay, right? Even though he know that he had to do it. Okay, he did at some point. You know, he snapped a little bit. It was like, look, I know I can open heaven's gates, right? And unleash out a whole bunch of angels on you, wipe you all out. But I'm not gonna do it. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. Like that kind of thing. So it's just like with the kindness, because with this I treated you wrong. Like they did a lot of shit. Okay, they did a lot of shit. And it's just like they're gonna regret it pretty much at the end of the day. Just let spirit handle it. Just let spirit handle it. Just let Jesus take the wheel and mind your business. Okay? See, and then we have I wish I could be a different person. Cause let's just let spirit handle it. Just let Jesus handle it. Cause even spirit can get to people better and faster than we can get to them, or bother them and affect them way better and deeper than we can because they know things that we don't know, right? They're omnipresent. So where they feel like physically they feel like nobody was gonna know, but spiritually people knew. And then it's just like if anybody with the eye, with the third eye and stuff like that has any intuition or anything like that, they can start to realize and detecting like, oh, like nah, you doing something, like this is happening because of this, or you must be doing this while this is happening, stuff like that. And it's like people start looking at them in a different way. And then also, like in group one, when I was like, this person have a self-esteem issue, I wish I could be somebody else. They legit have is this a little girl? Yeah. And then we have a queen. But like I said, that could just simply be like the Queen of Wands. But if it is the Queen of Wands, she used her beauty and her attraction to try to like lure people or trap people or try to get people to like talk to her so she could spread these gossip and these lies. Or they try to use their beauty and their charm to like trap somebody and try to become their messiah so that people can worship them. So overall, this person, at the end of the day, this person wants somebody to like worship them and chase them and adore them. Like if they was a messiah or even literally was a god. So we have T and the Two of Cups. Yeah, that also popped in my head. Hold on. Because the. Okay. So we have T with telephone, teen technology, true time, tactic, and term. And then we have like the Two of Cups with the owl. And you know, like, so what I mean by that also popped in my head when I saw the rose and the two hearts, right? So you probably thought like it probably started off at like very pure, like you probably thought it was good timing, the timing of it all, but it was like it was all a tactic. They was playing on your vulnerability. And you know they thought you thought this person was going to protect you, this person was going to shield you, but there actually was this Queen of Cups in reverse, right? Very bitter, numb to their feelings, lacking intuition, can make you feel guilty because they wish to be somebody else. And they're very needy, oversensitive, thinking, and very dominant, like dominant and demanding. Ooh, I got a blank card. Oh, damn. I have to figure out what the fuck that means. We're gonna. Then we have Taurus with hard work, loyal, arctic, patient, devoted, realistic, persistent, practical, resourceful, stable, dependable. So you probably thought this person. Oh, and then funny enough, T Taurus. So you really get about the tongue twisting. That could be another T because that is a T. Because in my tongue words, okay, but not saying like this person could be a Taurus, okay. If you believe it's a Taurus and it makes sense that this, like you're envisioning Taurus, you know that like whoever popped in your head, you know for a fact that that person is a Taurus, then yeah, it is that person. So at first, the person probably came off very patient, very kind, very like very dependable and stuff like that. You can depend on them, you can count on them. They was very stable, they was very reliable. Um, But what I'm getting, okay, on my end, is like there's still that, okay, but with all those qualities that I just read off here, it's tied to like this Queen of Cups, right? That's why like this blank card is here. Is like you thought there was more into them, but it's nothing else. It's just that. Like it's just this is who they are. And then it's funny, but like wow, Spirit got the way the way it works is mind-boggling, right? So now we have the star with destiny, spirituality, hope, life, purpose, advancement, the ability to spread one's wings and grow, renewal, and faith. So it's like you on this path, right? Spirit's trying to help you on this path, guide you on this path, and so you can have better, so that you can see better, move on to better with this person, because like this time is up. Like with group two, like I said before, like you seeing through this person manipulation and tactics, so like they might or about to like ghost you, um, or even with group three and that one scenario when I said you saw through this person tactics, it's just like yeah, it was nothing else for them to give to you or offer, and they really was just trying to deter you or like deter you from your destiny and your life purpose, so you could feel lost, you could feel lonely, you feel like your life have no meaning, you feel like it's blank, or like you're lacking something when you're not. And they wanted you to really believe that and be devoted to believing that, and bitter like they're bitter kind of thing. See, that's at the bottom of the deck with the eye. That's what the eye all about. Oh, also with group three, what also popped in my head, because remember with certain groups or certain times, I kept saying like, oh, you might get like spirits talking to you in your dreams. They might be telling you answers, and guiding you in your dreams, telling you what to do. Um, yeah, that as well. And some people might know that or is aware of that, when that might be another spell that they're trying to do to stop that or to confuse the dream, like confuse the messages that you're receiving and that you're getting. And or if because the energy, she's saying I'm having nightmares, I'm sleeping with the enemy. So this person could literally be like you're sleeping with them, um right next to them in the bed, or having like sex into like relationships and stuff like that. And that's how this energy is being able to pretty much get around you, to bother you, to get gain access to you, because you're like allowing it or giving it like, you're welcoming it pretty much because you think this person is a friend when they're not actually a friend. And they, like I said, with the, they know what your abilities are, so they could be trying to block it with the spell work or whatever they trying to do. So if you've been sleeping with somebody having a very hard time sleeping, that's a sign right there that you're no longer connecting or resonating with this person. And or they could just simply be doing shit to make you having a very hard time sleeping. So you won't get those messages or get those downloads. Alright, so we have, let me read these two together. With compromising your integrity, with, they want you to conform to what they want you to do, what they want, like their belief, what they want this partnership to look like. Alright, then we have leadership, King of Wands, unethical, partnership, weighing, or you need to weigh your alternative, weigh up your options. And then we have here with the Five of Wands with the and the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands with a battle, a fight, competition, petty drama, tension, challenge, or ambush, and being cornered and having to defend yourself or needing to defend yourself. Oh, this another, like I said before, this might in the beginning might be like a trigger warning, right? Because with this, um, enjoy watching others like having sex, and then this ambush, protect yourself, and this networking, protect yourself, protect yourself. Don't just be going anywhere with anybody and everybody with this sex with you. Protect yourself, okay? Protect yourself. Some people feel like consent is nothing. Protect yourself, okay? Protect yourself. Or even like, even if you say no, they feel they might try to like talk you into like saying or coerce you into saying yes and going like agreeing to it, and then you can be like, what you said, da 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 da, so you agreed, you wanted it, kind of thing. And just like, no, it's all a trick, it's all an ambush, it's all a tactic. Stop that shit. Alright, so we have the King of Wands. Get things done quickly. Strong integrity, charismatic, warrior, physical intimacy, extroverted self-confidence, perse- perseverance, and optimistic. So, like I said in the beginning, this person, you thought you saw eye to eye with this person, and even, oh, like group three, right? I said get things done quickly. Probably wanted to like or even with group two, like they rushed into a relationship very quickly, try to be very charismatic, very charming, but they still this bitter person at the end of the day and have like nothing else to give or nothing else to offer but misery and bitterness. See, we're supposed to be the King of Swords, right? Just very cold, standoffish, that, and just want whatever they say go. They don't really care. They like just probably say things very harshly. And V. Funny TV. They also got technology, so I just said Shrek popped in my head. That is a movie on TV. Like they just acting like a character. They pretty much just actors. And then that also popped in my head. Like a lot of people don't understand or realize that like shows or like movies and stuff like that, like certain things were based off of people's actual true lives, right? Even if like certain horror movies, it was like based on a true story, real event, you probably think like, oh, that's not possible, da 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 da, or this da da da, this and the third, and it's like no, they like they asked people, like they researched this, they fact checked it, they like this legit happened, it's an actual thing, and rather than learning from other people's mistakes or heeding the warnings and stuff like that, we just ignore it or try to copy it or imitate it and then expect like a different outcome to happen, and just like, what the fuck did you expect? Like, it's like, and then the outcome that we get just like, oh well, it wasn't like this in the movie. It's just like, because it's a fucking movie kind of thing. Like they have to do certain things for like attention, like the audience attention and stuff like that. But like in real life, like of course the ending or the situation is gonna be completely fucking different. Like, but it's like they didn't realize that or even take that into consideration. And also with this compromising like your integrity, the King of Wands, not the King of Wands, the King of Swords is all about integrity. Like he has very good high standards, good high moral, and it's like they trying to compromise that, being like charming and charismatic, trying to get into your good circle, your good graces, right? Trying to say like, y'all see eye to eye with this partnership, right? And y'all should work together and stuff like that. They don't have no time, like they don't mind like waiting and buying time, so they could just ambush you and you know do whatever the fuck they was wishing to do, or whatever the fuck they was planning to do. See, then we got the nine, no, the Eight of Swords and the King of Wands with trapped, caught, bold, stuck, restricted, you can't see, unable to see, in prison, captive. So if you actually sleeping with this person, in a relationship with this person, and they know that you can with this precognition, like you can see, like you get downloads in your dreams, you get messages in your dreams, or you legit like that's so vague, and you can see certain things. It's like they trying to stop that. That's why, because the blindfolds in the eyes, like they don't want you to see it at all. They don't want you to see it come in like ha ha ha. Ooh, caught it. They don't want you to see it at all. That would have been terrible. All their charms. Then we have five, right? And fives is conflict, change, transformations. And we have the butterflies here. At least three things are changing, or three things are changing and evolving, or is conflicts within three things or three people. Okay? And it's all just a trap and a ploy. Hmm? So now we're gonna use the romance card. Alright, so we have the Eight of Swords. Alright. We're being trapped, imprisoned, unsure, not being able to see clearly. Stuff like that. You wishing and praying, hoping that things get better. Right? Spirits hearing your prayers. They with you. They working, but you gotta work with them. Okay. Oh, and then I have the way that I'm doing this, right? So I'm gonna do what's on the top, like what's on the surface, right? And then I'm gonna do no, technically these, right? This is the card, the first card out, right? Then every other card is the card that pretty much want it to come out. So I guess this is what they are about to tell you, what they want to tell you, right? And then I'm gonna do what was actually on top, like what's really going on, and then I'm gonna do at the bottom, right? It's like what's underneath the surface that they like not trying to tell you what they're trying to cover up and stuff like that. Okay. 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 So we have the Ten of Cups. And then we have, oh wow, the King of Swords. But if you look very closely, right, you see that his sword is broken, right? So he lit like it was an ambush. He had to protect himself. He had to defend himself from something. Well, he had to defend himself by this illusion, this fantasy, this fairy tale, the Ten of Cups. This illusion that they fed to him. The Three of Wands. Because they was actually entertaining or had other options that they was entertaining. Or that they had other intentions, right? Than rather what they were just telling him. It was all to compromise and pretty much set this person up to ambush, to fight, so that, like, that's why I was like, to protect yourself, right? Because this is one girl with around 3 men, and I was like, there's 3 different animals. Protect yourself, okay? And you might actually be this King of Swords, because they both wearing blue, okay? And then this lady up here, somebody might try to feed you a fairy tale, a little lie, have your guard down, okay? Lead you somewhere else, and then, some shit gonna happen, and they are aware of the shit that's gonna happen, but they gonna try to pretend like they don't know what happened. So, see, 7 of Cups. It's a whole illusion, a fairy tale, a trick. Also, right, superstition. He says, keep me in a dream. The 7 of Cups is all about daydreaming. A daydream is a what? A fantasy. An illusion. Trap. They wanted to be trapped in this fantasy and illusion that they was going to get everything. They thought, some people thought, oh, they can do all this and it was never going to come out, right? And they can twist the truth. They can make it the way that they want to make it. Also, funny enough with the 5, because V is 5 in Roman numeral. And they were seeing him masking, pretending to be whoever they wanted to be. Whoever they felt like you wanted them to be, to make you feel like y'all on the same level. Because they feel like not a lot of people, they try to go off the people that's very vulnerable, right? That will I'm saying, like, easy to conform, easily manipulated. Easily to give into people's flattery. Alright, so now we're going to get into what was actually going on, right? So we have the 6 of Cups. So it's a past relationship, something in the past. Yeah, the devil. So it could be a past karmic relationship, karmic tide, karmic bond, karmic contract, karmic promise, like something. Like something. And see the Magician, yeah, they doing some shit. They doing shit. They doing shit. Alright, let me go to the next card, right? Temperance. Yeah, yup, okay. Yeah. They try to do some shit, but they don't see or realize that spirit, because temperance is angel energy. Spirit is also doing shit. They doing big shit too. So it's just like, Even back to the story, like I was saying, with the battles and the fighting. So the devil thought like he everything would turn in his favor. Because when he left, was there a war? Yes. Okay, was there a battle? Yes. And was there a fight? Yes. And then at some point, right, did the devil feel like he was winning? Yeah. All fine and dandy. And then God made a whole new thing, whole new sword, right? Turned the whole thing over, okay? Turned the whole thing in his favor. War done, war over. You thought you was winning, you no longer winning. And then see, funny enough, the sword's coming out. So it's just like they getting put back in their place pretty much. And it's like they try to start this whole uprising again, or trying to even to try to start an uprising, not realizing that they were always going to lose or always be defeated. The truth was always going to be found out. That's the triangle. Because even in in temperance, the angel literally has a triangle on their chest to mean that they're balanced within themselves. They're balanced within their mind, body, soul, and spirit works together, and they're connected and working together with the divine and with spirit with no problem. And alchemy with the magician is like they can turn this negative energy into positivity to something that's very comfortable that they're comfortable with. And with group three, that's why they mad. Well, some people are mad because you're not like this. They wanted this for you, but you actually fought back and protected yourself. You saw through the trick, you saw through the ploy. And then you standing firm and standing ground on what you learned and what happened. See? Ace of Pentacles. Very stable, solid, awful. You know you're having very solid, stable beginning with somewhere else because you balanced out that energy. You released that karmic contract and started healing, become stable and balanced within yourself. Things started flowing, right? Become more aligned. Because also in the Temperance card, naturally, is a path, and we also have that on the star and destiny. Like you finding like your hope and your ambitions and your life purpose rather than feeling like you have no purpose or you're lacking in everything and stuff like that. You're finding your path and going on that path and leading that path. And not letting anybody change what you believe or control you in any way, shape, or form, like this person trying to do with this, with the Messiah in reverse, or making you think or feel like and believe like you won't succeed without them. Is like you know you can't succeed with them. That's the actual truth. Because it's the Temperance card, then the Devil card. So then we have the Devil, then we have Temperance. So it's going backwards. So it's like you started off in like this karmic cycle, you break that cycle, you start healing, becoming more spiritual. So it's like I said before, like if you didn't believe in religion, or you start getting closer to religion or closer to God and stuff like that, and or like dip a toe, and now you know believing and going to church almost every Sunday and stuff like that, or going to mass, or going to this, or going to that kind of thing, or you started opening your book back, or something like you know, and you're starting to see like the turning point in your life when you reflect back as well, and seeing like how many times spirit and or angels protected you. Right, then we have at the bottom of the deck what was, the secrets was lurking. Right, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, Then the Two of Pentacles. Then the Fool. Then the Nine of Wands. Okay. So the two twos coming like back to back. I know y'all saw that. Okay. That's twos is all about like balance, enlightenment, the duality. Not enlightenment, but alignment pretty much. But you pretty much have to be in like enlightened to be in alignment, right? So with this Ten of Pentacles, it's like this generational wealth or something that's very that could have lasted for generations, right? They wanted to make it very difficult for you to even make a choice or make a decision on what to do, or you just impulsively rushed into something else, and or right with their heart, they just close off to love completely and build a wall, and right, like I said, with the group one and group two, they rush into like a relationship with somebody else to make you feel jealous. So you build up this wall and feel like you're gonna be alone forever and ever, or just simply make it very hard for you to move on, right? Because now I'm gonna look at the bookends, right? Because we got this way, and that we got 8 and 9, so something increased this. So like this confusion, this trap, this imprisonment, this stuck activity, right, that they want to do or and capture pretty much is it's causing a lot of stress and a lot of pressure because like I said before, you're seeing through the illusions and things are starting to balance out because spirit is starting to step in, and not even starting to step in because it was there the whole time, but where they thought things were going in their favor was all like a trick and an illusion. And like I said, for group three, like they were in for a rude awakening. It's like they was never realizing it, right? Because everything with the Two of Pentacles, things were shaky, things was rocky. This like things being on a stalemate, things being on pause, caused a lot of problems, and all that spell work and everything they was doing, all that shit caused a lot of problems, and not only because temperance is all about like peace, healing, moderation, testing the waters out. It's like this wall that you built up or being closed off not only affects you, it affects like your whole generation. Like you, like how you see the world pretty much. And that's why like it's what they did was very foolish with the zero. It was very foolish, very impulsive, very dumb. And that's what like with the backwards. And it's like whatever they have to pay for that. The consequences gonna be happening. Right, so they pretty much will tell you, try to lie to you, sell you a fantasy like, oh, they was gonna marry you, they was gonna be with you when they actually wasn't. So if you believed in love or your faith in love or stuff like that, you don't believe that in it anymore, or how you believed it in before, you no longer believe in it because of this fairy tale, this illusion that they fed to you. And it made it very difficult, very hard for you to trust, to love, to believe in certain people, to with this friendliness and stuff like that, this kindness. It made it very hard, very difficult. And Spirit just like, bitch, I had enough. Like, and it's just like a lot. Like, people don't understand. They keep playing with Spirit. Like, they keep playing. So I did the same thing with the next deck. So let's see. So that's like in romance, like what's happening, like romantically, what they're doing, right? So this is what, like I said before, this is what they're trying to tell you what they're doing. This is what they're actually doing, or what's actually going on, and then this is what underneath the surface, pretty much what spirit's trying to tell you. Like you need to defend yourself and move on because you will never find your life purpose that will lead to generational wealth and happiness and fulfillment being, for you and your family, your kids, everyone that, comes after you and stuff like that. You will never find that. You never actually find like a lifelong partner with this person. You will always be defended and be guarded and always feel like you have to be on alert or on guard because this person's very childish and very dramatic from time to time and start shit just to get attention. Right? Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. Right? They working. Right? Five of Cups. Right? Because I was like, with now that things are about to come out, with the ladder is falling, right? They see that things are about to come out. They see like the shit's about to hit the fan. Everybody's about to know. So now they're trying to work very hard to cover it up, to cover up the spill, to cover up the mistake, to try and make it seem like what they didn't mean to do what they did, but they did it, okay? But they did because we know they did. And you might feel like, oh, boo hoo, woo is me. There's nobody else out there for me. I never will find that lifelong partner. It was like, but you will. You can. You are. You just gotta heal. Okay? You gotta heal from this. Right? Heal this karmic past life problem that you have that caused you to start a relationship or even interact with this person, right? To give this person a time of day. And then you start to realize and reflect like you're not really interested or turned on to anybody like that anymore. Like anybody in that characteristics or that's in that attitude anymore. And you start realizing other people, open yourself up to new horizons and stuff like that. So pretty much this person wanted you for to never date ever again. Like they be your last one, the end all be all kind of things. But they was the worst of them all. Pretty much the worst of them all. The Hangman. Yeah, they wanted you to be stuck. Be on a timeout. They be the only one. That's that T time. They wanted you to be on a timeout. Stuck. Stuck. That's why I'm with the enlightenment. Because the Hangman, that's what the whole light bulb is about. He's in enlightenment and he's comfortable being there, right? You're now seeing like, oh, this is why this is happening. This is this. This is this. This is what they do, and this is this. This is this. Like now you the one. Because I looked at the key. What popped in my head was I'm the big homie now. Like you the one with the key, and they like you just like, you know what? But the turtle was like, now that you know why everything is working out, you putting everything in God's hand and the divine. It was just like, look, Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, I'm gonna let him handle it because he can do things that I can't do. Okay, all I can do is just help guide, do what's best for me, and protect myself. With that but I said the season of isolation, might need to pull yourself away from certain people, right? And it might feel like very stuck at first or very dull, disappointing at first, or like all the people that's leaving that's trying to or even a lot of people that you have to let go and stuff like that. But it was like it's for you to see things from a new perspective, and you can learn the lessons and know who's your friends, who's not your friends, who's for you, who's not for you, so you can protect yourself and know who you need to protect yourself from. And it's like once you realize that, people gonna need to apologize. There's gonna be a lot of people that want to apologize. The Page of Cups, right? You start asking spirit for forgiveness. People need to start asking spirits for forgiveness, turning to spirit, turning to God. With that fish. Okay, we have a couple of fishes here. Turning to God, asking for forgiveness, repenting, asking for forgiveness, because they cause a lot of chaos and upheaval and disruption. And They play with it, because I'm looking at the heart. They play with a lot of people's hearts. And they play with a lot of people's feelings, right? And death. And it's time for that shit to change. Because you can't keep doing that shit, bro. Funny enough, what I said about the heart, like somebody might, like, get, hangman. See, ooh, oh, no. Ooh, no, I don't like that. That went south. Oh, Judas. Yeah, somebody might off themselves, might write like an apology letter or leave like a suicide note, asking for like forgiveness and apology. But with this death, because the crown, if somebody thought that their crown, their status, their royalty, their title was gonna be able to get them out of some type of, like that detective, like I said before, like they were trying to misuse their power, abuse their power, misuse their influence over people. Yeah, guilt gonna eat them alive, and they gonna feel bad, real bad. Yeah, my condolences. I feel bad now, but they did that. They made that choice. So that, like, I feel bad, but then it's just like, but you did that. Like, you did what you did, and you know what you was doing when you did it, right? But then it's like that's what they trying to apologize. Like they put all this work and effort into something that failed, and now they feel bad about it, and now they, like, after something like ended or something, or like a death or something like that. Because with this flower, now they feel bad. Now they feel. Now they want to apologize when it's just like you didn't want to apologize when you put in all that work and time and effort into it. Right? Then we have the star, right? Because everything's coming to light. Now they feel vulnerable. Because everything's out in the open. And that's what they was hoping, that this would never come to light, never see the light of day. Nobody would have ever found this out. But now people are finding it out. And see, yeah, the Empress. Now things are people are finding it out. You're doing better. You're growing. You're flourishing. They're not. And then because it's like everything that they wished for you, everything they wanted for you is backfiring and went back to them. And let's say they had like secret animosity and stuff to like that would do. It's like now it's like, what's your problem? Like, she's not doing anything to you. She's not around you. She's not this. She's not that. It's just like, you're the freaking Empress. Like, you did nothing to this person the whole time. Like, you were the divine feminine this whole fucking time. You did nothing wrong. Right? It's just... And with the Temperance, like, you was like this, like, you did nothing wrong. You was innocent this whole fucking time. And they pretty much, like, tried to do a lot of shit to an innocent person and thought they was gonna get away with it. And, like, it's like, no, like, the wild, like, no, right? And now they learning the lesson. Now everybody's learning, everybody's seeing, the truth is being told and being found out. And now they want to apologize, because how everybody gonna look at them, how they go, see, Six of Swords, no, Six of Wands, after, because they want to have some sort of victory. So it's like, even if it comes out, right, they trying to come to you before it comes out, right, before you learn this, right? And put this battle to an end, right? And be like, oh, well, she forgive me, so we should just move on and this, that, and the third. And it's just like, no, they caused like a very long battle that you like would take some time, need some time to freaking recover from, because the Nine of Swords, freaking Nine of Wands, normally the person in it, like, he has a wall up, yes, but he have bandages over his head, like, he's wounded, okay, wounded. He came from this battle. Then the Seven of Wands had to defend himself from a whole nother battle that he was ambushed by, right? Eight of Wands had to run away, right? Go somewhere else. Nine of Wands, now he had to build a defense mechanism. He got PTSD, bro. Like, it's too much fighting going on. Too many things going on. Too many things he had to defend himself by. See, Temperance. And all that is balancing out and smoothing out. Like, woosah. But let's talk about that triangle. Like, things are working out and balancing out. Spirit's just like, yeah, no, we balancing this out. We seen everything we know what you did. Everything's gonna come to the light. You thought it was gonna be like hidden away. No, it's gonna come to the light. you have a vulnerability problem. Why? Because you're insecure. Why are you insecure? This, and the third. While this person that's actually stable and grounded, that's actually vulnerable, have actual kindness, pure hearted, and loving intent, you're trying to manipulate, change, become, steal from, take, gossip about, paint in a very negative light, so you can have victory, but it's a self-fulfilled victory, because this whole thing was doomed from the start, and it's time for it to come to an end. Because you wanted this person to be stuck in captivity, but yet you would be the one stuck in captivity. You would be in spiritual jail. So, with group 3, if there was a cult or there was somebody that had like spiritual abilities with the eye, that's being stripped away. Like I said, somebody gonna be real guilty that they might actually, So, oh, I was gonna do the box, but let's do this. So we have, I wish I could understand you. Then we have, they have hurt me. Yeah, yeah, that's the reason. They have insecurities, and so they try to overcompensate for it because somebody else had hurt them. So now they're trying to take it out on you, because either they can't take it out on the person that actually hurt them, or they didn't have the power or the strength to take it on that person. So they try to go after. I don't say they go after kids, but they go after people more vulnerable than them, or they see as more, or they feel as vulnerable. Then we have, I can't talk to you right now. Then we have, no one understands me but you. I don't want to be alone. Why is it that you love me? Alright, so now I'm gonna do the box. That was somebody's car. Like, I don't understand. That is not comfortable driving with your music that loud. Like, that gotta hurt your ear, because the speaker right by your ear. Like, that has to hurt you. Like, it's good. Don't understand. This was the first one that came out, so let's see. Then we have rejection. Yeah, like I said with that group 3, could be somebody that was trying to recruit you, trying to date you. You saw through their tactics. You said no. And or somebody that you never gave the time of day, and they infatuation. Yeah, they did some. They became obsessed. They did some shit. They became weird. Probably was already weird, but became even more weird. Then we have, I really miss the old me. What the fuck happened? Yeah, that's why you in this timeout, this stalemate. Well, not stalemate, but this hangman. To get a new perspective, a new light, like see things from a new perspective. Then we have, she's a goddess I wish from the stars. Yeah. Boom. And now they learning that. They seen that. Oh, another thing, right? Because with the Empress here, if this is your like soulmate, and like I said, it's a karmic. If they, another thing that they don't realize, they're your soulmates. Okay, your heart's pretty much friends. It goes together. It's connected. If they're trying to hurt you, their mate, okay, that they're connected to, and you're not accepting it, okay, you're closed off to it, who is it going to go back to? That exact same person that sent it. Or even person that just fucking did it. It just probably won't even go anywhere. Just simply be like, oh, go here. I'm going to suck onto you. right? Because like she's of the light. I can't do that. By the time I get into that energy, I'm just freaking like evaporate, obliterate. So it's just like I'm gonna stay over here where it's dark, kind of thing. So it's like I don't. They didn't realize this or think this through. So it's like the more they try to hurt you, the more they hurt themselves. You be fine. Like it's just because you're the freaking empress. Then we have never go back to someone who already broke you. Yeah. That's what I say. You that king of swords. They try to break you. They lied to you, manipulated you, try to do whatever the freak they wanted to do to you. Then we have take a rain check. Yes. Yes. Told you. Take a rain check. Take a rain check. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. I'm gonna go with this one. Then we have I miss you so much I want to see you. Take a rain check. Don't go, bitch. Don't go. Like. Then we have afraid of everything. Yeah, this person's a yeah. They got some problems. They got some issues. Then we have it's time to surrender to the divine. Yeah. Yep. Let Jesus take the wheel. Just let Jesus take the wheel. Cause this person doing some shit. Then we have directness. Yeah, spirit gonna be real direct. Real direct. Oh, I'm getting hot. This is annoying. Then we have excuse these sins more than those sins are. Or excusing these sins more than these sins are. That's Shakespeare. So they like that's why I said the apology. They want to, or they're just simply trying to cover it up and present like they're gonna try to say sorry or rush in when it's all like when before shit hits the fan to say sorry, right? Before you learn about that, like the full truth, the whole truth, so they can like move things on like very quickly, but it's still like an ambush. So it's like once you find out the truth, you just like, wait, what? Like that kind of thing, right? But then you just like, oh, you forgave them, but it's like you forgave them for the version that you thought that you knew, but not the actual truth. See, two, alignment. What I said with the twos before, yeah. I'm gonna put that over here with the two of swords and the two of pentacles. They wanted to be you to make the decision based off because the two of pentacles is very it's like it's juggling, right? Going back and forth, wishy-washy, right? And the two of swords is like a stalemate, a stagnation, but it's making a head over heart decision, right? Because you closing off your heart and just being all logical and stuff like that, and but with your eyes closed, you're not really seeing clearly or understanding that you're not seeing things clearly or understanding things clearly. So you really just you think that you're being logical, but you're really just being like egotistical or very impulsive, and that's the energy that they wanted you in, so that you can just quickly forgive them and excuse them, right? And they don't have to be direct or tell you what needs to be said. I feel like I'm cursed. See, spells came up anyways. Okay, I'm gonna get into that. And then we have, it's difficult for me to process my emotions. What did I just say with the wishy-washy going back and forth with the emotions? Yeah. But my emotions, I can't process because I can't process the shit. I'm not available right now. It's like, then with the page of cups coming up, then the page of pentacles, it's like they apologize before actually learning the lessons. Or even understanding why what they did is wrong. So they just say it just to say it. They don't say it and mean it. Then we have what did I say? The devil caught me with my hands. The devil caught me with my head down and the devil caught me with my head down and got excited until I looked up and said amen. Right? So this person, right? This person from the stars, this empress, that they was wishing all this on, right? They're trying to curse, hex, and all of this, right? Like I said before, with the battle and the spiritual, like, Satan did think he was going to win, and God was just like, special move. And then shit turned real fast. And it's like now things are going back into alignment, going back into like where the way it's supposed to be. And more people was looking to their path and trying to find purpose in their life, where some might feel like their purpose is to hate and to troll people and to leech off of people. But it's like to each his own. Okay. Then we have, if you ever scared that you're a bad person, remember that bad people don't care about getting better. Yep. Because that, with that healing, with that self-healing, like everyone can heal. Okay? Everyone has intuition. Not everybody uses intuition, and not everybody heals. Not everybody has the strength to heal, because you have to take accountability for your actions and then actually do better and try to do better. Some people rather just make excuses, and Spirit's just like, no. Like, I can forgive you, but if you keep doing it over and over again, that's you intentionally doing it. And it's like, at some point, I'm not going to forgive you. So that's like intuition, your psychic abilities and stuff like that start getting stripped from you, start pulling away from you. And, you start feeling lost and alone and misguided and and it's like, you did this. What did you do? Kind of thing. See, denial. Some people just be in denial. And acceptance is the first goddamn step. Like, it's just... Okay. So it's pretty much 3 cards from my spell deck that I use. And again, I'm going to say this every time. I do not do spells. Okay? So if anybody ever try to come to you and be like, oh, this is da-da-da-da-da, right? Let me do this for you. Like, I don't do spells. I don't even know how to do it. I don't want to know how to do it. I don't want it. Okay? I don't want it on me. I don't want it on you. I don't want it in general. I feel like everybody should just fucking stop playing with the shit and just let the shit go. Okay? Life is already hard enough. Why do we need to make it harder? Okay? Like that kind of thing. And it's just like, they didn't understand that. With that superstition, like, they didn't believe in that. They just thought, like, they can do it with no problem. They can just bend things to their will with no problem. But the thing is, like, with spells, it's like you're interfering in somebody else's free will choices. Spirit can't even fucking do that. So it's like, why the fuck do you think Spirit would allow you or continue to allow you for you to do it? And it's just like, that's the thing that people are not understanding and are getting. And then it's like, once you see through the trap, see through the illusion, send it back, right? Now they mad and blaming you for shit going wrong in their life. And it's just like, bitch, you the one that sent it. You created it. You welcomed it into this. Like, it was you, okay? It had to go back to somewhere. And I didn't do it. It ain't mine. So it had to go back to you because you created it. Like, I just, like, kind of thing. And it's like, they don't understand that. They don't see that. But they about to learn. Like I said, some people went in for a rude awakening. A rude awakening. So we have an altar spell and a moon spell. So they probably did this under a full moon, under a new moon. Had an altar, probably had, when I said an altar, what popped in my head was a shrine. So they probably did, like I said, they was doing shit. Right? But with this moon spell, it says sun, moon, so is it an eclipse? Or it could just be, they can be doing this like day in and day out, like morning and night. And yeah, they trying to conjure some shit. Like I just said, like, it's just like they trying to conjure something and send it to you, and it's like you're not welcoming it. So where the fuck is it gonna go back? It has to go back to whoever the fuck conjured it. So therefore, they're getting bothered and they blaming you, and it's just like, it's not your fault. You didn't know anything about it, or even if you did know something about it, you just like, oh, like this happened the other day, but I didn't know what the fuck that was. So I staged out my house. I did this. I did that, and it was good. It went away, and it's just like, yeah, yeah, that's the shit that they said to bother you. Like that's like, and so you can come back to them and love them and care for them and take care of them. Then with the altar spell, it says Thursday, which is pretty much just Thursday. So they could have done this on a Thursday or been doing this since Thursday. Right? Because I just looked at repeated. They could have just continued doing this like 4 times, constantly doing this shit. And it's just like, why the fuck? like, not like this. That's what like this understanding is just like they will never understand you. They trying to do so much shit, trying to bend things to their will, right? With this alchemist and the magician and stuff like that. This trickery, pay people off or pay someone to do it. Right? Cause like with the holiday, like something could have been done since the holidays, or try to make it seem like everything was all peaceful and blissful, when it's all an illusion. It's all a dream. It's all a trick, right? So these 3 came out together. So we have, again, with altar spell, everyday spell, and a house spell. Right? So the house spell, it says, wow, it's just talking about bliss. We were blissful bed, right? So then I said that somebody might be trying to interrupt your sleep or fuck around with your sleep. They could be trying to like literally like get into your dreams or interrupt your dreams, interfere with your dreams. That happened to me. Let me tell you. And it's just like the person trying to do it repeatedly. And you would think every time I did it, like they would do it, they would get kicked out. You think they would stop? No. Little fucking weirdos. Like one time they were surprised. This shit was hilarious to me. So probably like in the beginning, like with the Carrie Hilson song, where like some of y'all sleeping with this enemy, right? So it make it very easy, or they're your friend, it make them very easy for them to get into your dreams, for them to be around you, to do certain things because you're not expecting it, right? And it's like the more that you know, you start protecting yourself and guarding yourself, so you don't even allow them into your like your house, your space, your phone. You don't text them. You don't your social media, not even your damn dreams, kind of thing. So it's like even if they do trying to like get into your dreams, you might like automatically just wake up because your spirit's just like, yep, nope, not today, bitch. And then you go back to sleep and just like, what the fuck was that? And it's just like it's very probably like some fuck shit, like that kind of thing, like somebody that's not supposed to be in energy try to get into your energy, like kind of thing. And or if you lucid dream, you actually can control your dreams. This person comes into your dreams and thought they were gonna be okay and dandy. You'd be like, whoa there, buckaroo, like go on about your business. And they surprised, and it's just like you just do like, what did you think was gonna happen, like kind of thing. Somebody could actually be like, some of y'all are actually earth angels. Some of y'all are just like regular degular people, and or have like intuition that can help you and guide you, right? It's not like as strong as like certain people like tarot readers and stuff like that, but it gets the job done, for you. It does what it needs to. Um, but those actual earth people, those people that actually have gifts and abilities, it's like they didn't know how deep or how intense, because I would pop them out. They didn't know how intense it is or how deep it goes. Because it's 2 temperance to a devil. Like, bitch. They know how pure, how deep this shit is, how real this shit is. And then with the everyday spell, yeah, we have tranquil. Yeah, they know how deep it is. They know how peaceful your energy is. Yeah, that's crazy. And then with the altar and magic, yeah, they meditated. They was out here chanting. They could have been meditated, wishing evil eyes, sending negative energy, all the shit that they could do. Okay, all the shit that they can do to disturb your peace. Even if you're sleeping, so you can have nightmares. Cause that's what I was gonna say with the 8, and then it was like the 9 of like the 9 of Wands and the 8 of Swords. Even it doesn't really have to be the same suit. It's still it went from 8 to 9. Like something's increasing. They wanted you to be stuck, or you to find all this out. You could be worried and start making very impulsive like decision and start building up like a walls, right, and cutting people off. And you like, let's say you start building up a wall, right, and protecting people. You're protecting the snake, and that would make it easy for them to ambush you. There's no way for you to get out. See? So spirit trying to be like, no, fuck all that shit. Okay, you thought you was gonna do this. You thought nobody's gonna see, nobody's gonna know. But I see, I know, everybody's gonna know. You can't hide, cause we're gonna find you. Okay, like, and see with that everyday spell, they could have been doing this every day since Thursday. And then again, we have altar spell, everyday spell, and another altar spell. Right? So we have Garden of Enchantment. So with that, like, yeah. They're trying to conjure up some shit, right? To enchant you so you can believe them and fall back in love with them. And it's things can like transform back into their favor, the way that they wanted things to be. Because with the everyday spell, it's saying self blessings. Like they wanted things to be the way that they wanted to be, the way that they wanted things to go, how they expected their life to be, and turned out. And then the altar spell is bless meditation. So like I said, they was meditating, they was hoping, they was praying, they was wishing, they was chanting, they was doing all this shit to try to get this blessing. That was just not. That was just help them. Just help them. Nobody else. It was not beneficial to nobody else but them. But yet they felt like spirit should allow this and like let it happen and let it go through. And now they mad that it's not going through, and the spirit just like, bitch, we do things for the justice of all, like to help everybody. Like it has to be fair for everybody, right? And this shit ain't fair for nobody but fucking you, and we don't really fuck with you like that, so why would we allow this shit to go through? Kind of thing. And now this person's just like, cause it's me. And it's like, this person's like, and who the fuck are you? Like that kind of thing. But this person with this, they have this God complex. They feel like they so high and mighty that they don't even realize, like, they really need to stop that. Humble themselves. With this death card, like, they really thought, like, not even like they can like outlive death, or no, like death won't come to them or anything like that. Like nothing will ever bother them or harm them or affect them. Oh, also, if there's a cult, or even if it's just like a little group, right? Because I even got downloads about that, right? Um, at first, like if everyone participated in this spell work, they all get in karma, right? And if they killed or sacrificed anyone or anything, because I wanted to say anything, but I want anyone, right? So anyone or anything, they're about to go the same way they did to that person. If they wanted to sacrifice to you, right? They're going to sacrifice the way that they wanted you to. If they paid somebody to do something, you guessed it, they getting karma. And but they both getting karma. Whoever they paid, person that they paid to do whatever they did, and the person that gave the money, they both receive karma. They're both suffering karma, and whatever was sent goes right back to them, right? Also, I wrote like, be careful who you give money to. Also, be careful like who you receive money from, who you eating from, who you drinking from. Who with this invitation was take a rain check. Like, be careful in these streets. Um. Then we have everyone Okay, there was another part where everyone like participated and they thought it was all fun in the beginning. Like they didn't think she was gonna get back to them, but shit started backfiring, right? And some wanted to stop, but like one or two kept going, right? And each and every last one of them motherfuckers is receiving karma. And whoever, whatever they wish to happen to you, they're gonna go through the same thing. Now the other two people, whatever they kept doing, if they keep doing it and keep doing it, and spirit just like, this is the only way we gotta teach you for to make you to stop. That's the only way they gonna like get them to stop. Okay, okay, and then okay, with this, I another part that I got was it was a group. It started off with a group, right? And everyone was accepting and willing, right? And then slowly things started backfiring, right? And some knows they started to realize why, and they want to apologize, right? They feel guilty, they feel bad, and they wanted to stop, right? But the person, like the ringleader, pretty much rejected it. That you rejected in the beginning. That you said no. We're so tunnel vision and so focused with this infatuation on you that they didn't care about or even notice like things backfiring. They didn't care about what's happening, what's going on around them. And that's when certain people, or like if this like people in this group starting to realize like, oh, like they was really just like puppets and pawns and stuff like that to what this person really wanted to do. Yeah. And then that's when it was the superstition song. Alright, so now I got the heal yourself deck. So let's see what you're gonna do, what you can help yourself. So we have help from above. Yeah, so spirit stepping in. Then the star, for the star to come out, that means the tower already happened. So it really was this already was a shift, this change, and this transformation. Devastation. And then we have soulmate. Yeah, that's why like if this person is your soulmate, they not really like trying to hurt you. They're hurting themselves. Like we're soulmates, especially if it's a twin flame situation. It's just like, bitch, we are this. Like it's the same fucking thing. Like it's like, it's like they don't realize that. So it's just like that's why it's like it's not hurting you. It's gonna hurt them, and but this butterflies like the more you evolve, you're no longer on the same level, the same wavelength of this person. So it's like even when they trying to send it, it's just like, oh, we're looking for this energy, and you're seeming like you're matching that because you're matching the same wavelength and the sort of energy of your soulmate. But it's like you're too blinded to even understand or realize that is your soulmate. So this is why negative things are happening to you. Oh, another thing. I almost forgot what I wrote on the top. Okay. What also popped in my head with the good things in the past, right? Reaping everything that I sow. So karma coming in heavy. Ain't no profit big enough to feed you, right? And it's too late. The ladder's fallen. It's too late. And broke the looking glass. I can see the evil. I can tell that it's illegal. And like that's what the writing is all on the wall now. And if some people did some illegal activities, what popped in my head was the minimum is 7, and also Kendrick also said no preliminary hearing, right? Then my popped back in my head was silence for the record. So somebody might tell them to shut the fuck up. Like even if they try to defend themselves, might be like, yeah, shut the fuck up. You did like you know what you did. You did too fucking much. Shut the fuck up. If this was Judge Judy would just be like, shh, 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 shh. Don't want to hear nothing. Okay? Judge Joe Mathis might call him a crackhead. Like, we don't know with everything, right? But why, right? This person abused their power because they were someone's puppet and now they want a puppet of their own. But another thing that I got was somebody used them as their puppet. Now they're trying to prove that there's nobody's puppet, but they're abusing their power just like their own puppet master. And then also have those four scenarios. There's a man child slash woman child that cannot take care of themselves or provide for themselves, so they look for like relationships so they can be provided for, nurtured, and cared for as if they are a child, right? And then there's some people that's just attention seeking, right? Um, Attention problems. Okay, may or may not know or understand the difference between good and bad attention. They crave attention, they seek attention, they do whatever the fuck they can do to get attention. Alright, self sabotage. You can heal yourself, stop self sabotage from your relationship and get out. Like self sabotage. Stop self sabotaging yourself. There you go, and get out of this relationship or this connection, because it's very codependent and toxic and karmic and outdated. With the Six of Cups being here, it's past. Courage, yeah. And realize you can leave. Like, you have the confidence and the strength to leave. You just got to believe that you do. Heal whatever needs to be healed. Remember who you are. And trust yourself and believe in yourself. Then we have Phoenix rising. The Pluto in Aquarius is all about. Then we have sexual magic. See, yeah, because this person, the sex with you, and this obsession, yeah. Spirit just like, yeah, no, fuck, no, stop. Like, it's just, no, we're not doing that. Like, we're not doing that. Let's see if there's anything else that I missed from my book. No. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got from that download. And then we have self-care, right? We have make a meal. Right? You can cook for yourself. Like I said before, be careful who you're giving money to. Be careful who you eat from, who you're drinking from. You can cook it yourself. If you can, do that. If you can't, let your intuition guide you. If you always eating from somebody and out, let's say on a regular you eat like shrimp and fries and something like that, you always eat it, but you go to this one place, you eat it there out of nowhere, like now you sick and stuff like that, you can't eat it no more. Now you know, like, they're doing some shit, so it'll be best not to eat from there anymore, or eat food from there, or eat food prepared for those people anymore, like, kind of thing. Right? So these all came out together. So you pretty much tie together. So it could be something like you need to do all these together if you want to do that, or you can simply do one by one. If you want to like substitute, you can do that. Okay. So we have massage, day, dream journal. What I said with the dreams? Yeah, angels could be trying to send you the message in your dreams, right? Because even on the book it said, "Are you sleeping?" Like, they trying to interrupt your sleep and fuck up your sleep. Which is why you could need to massage yourself, right? Could be attacking you or fighting you in your sleep. Or while you're sleeping, Spirit is working on you to continue evolving, growing, and sending you messages again. Which is why, because she even has a book here. So it's just like, it's trying to help you rise and overcome this situation, right? Because then we have energy work. Right? They working on you. They trying to heal you. Because they on your side. Right? And then we have watch a movie. Could watch Shrek. Funny enough, there is 4 Shrek. I think there's 4 Shrek movies. I'm pretty sure there's just 4. Because if there's more than 4, I stopped at 4. Because another thing with... It was like Fiona and Farquaad, right? It was never really Fiona and Shrek. That was never like the focus. It was always like Fiona and Lord Farquaad, like that dynamic, and then it was Fiona and Prince Charming, like what was going on there, and it's just like it was a lot of shit happening, and it's like Fiona never really had a say in what was happening, what was going on, and that's where Spirit just like, yeah, nah, fuck all of this shit, like fuck. All right, then we have Burning Bowl Ritual. And we have to let go written on the note. So it's like, are you sleeping? What do you need to let go? What do you need to surrender? Surrender it and let it go. Take a rest, take a nap, take a little break. And then we have Beauty Ritual. And we have Plan a Vacation. Right, with the isolation. You might feel lonely at first, but you need a vacation. You need to get away from this person. And now we got the little angel deck. So let's see what's death. Okay, see, look at death. Hold on, death. See, then we have God ends. Well, God, the end of the universe with endings and new beginnings, influence, health, and longevity, and that's tied with the Fool. Wow, wow, the death and the Fool. That both here. With the Fool, with the exalting God, with will and new beginnings, assisting in difficult and great undertakings. Yeah. So when I said like they did a lot of shit, they did a lot of shit. Okay, like somebody trying to conjure up some shit. Okay, they did a lot of shit. That spirits now have to lay the rest with this heavy and difficult undertaking. And they was very impulsive, thought it was funny at first, all kiki, ha ha jokes. Influencing health, and I said with that heart, somebody gone that we literally have like that apple. Like, yeah, somebody didn't realize the price that they might have to pay was their own goddamn health for that bad health. And or whatever, they was wishing bad health on you, and that shit backfired, went right back, and now they just like, what the fuck, like, this like, yeah, because that shit you conjured up, it was very heavy. It gotta go somewhere, and it can't go here, so it gonna go to you. Yeah, because even the Fool, like, he has this arrow, and it goes to the death card, and it's just like, yeah, yeah. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles with the adored God with divine blessing, drive away evil spirits, and rule agriculture productions. Yup. And then we already have the Ace of Pentacles. They trying to tell you this was a solid, stable offer, right? Like I said, but they was a trap. They was trying to lie. Cause it was bookending the Ace of Pentacles, the Six of Cups. You think about in the past, like how you really thought this was gonna work out, how you believed in this person, and how even that you believed in this person, you honored this person, you put this person on a goddamn pedestal for some of y'all. And they was actually like evil, interrupting your blessings, gonna like lead you astray. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles with the peace, wising, praise, praiseworthy God. There we go. With light of understanding, acquiring knowledge, and cures illness. Yeah. So you're healing from whatever effect, whatever thing they did to you, or whatever they're trying to send to you. You're understanding, you're learning. With this isolation, like I said, with that Hermit is going within, you might be very slow to it with this Knight of Pentacles and the Turtle, but also that could be yourself sabotaging, you're procrastinating it, right? Even though you know it, you understand what you need to do, you're procrastinating it, and that's just hurting you, okay? It's just hurting you. Then we have the Lovers with joy of God, joy and pleasure brings happiness to couples and removing negative energy. Yeah, because that's what you're hoping and wishing and praying, that this negative energy will just go away and you get your person back. But then it is like they have to pay for what they did. They have to take accountability for what they did. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. See, that's the 7 years. That was like whatever they did is like, if it's karma, it's 7 years worth of karma. That's the minimum, right? That's the minimum. Not even the fucking max. The minimum, right? If they literally, let's say they did something like actually illegal, they might just literally just get 7. Like, not even just get 7 years. Like, start off at 7. That's where they're starting off at, kind of thing, right? Because Pentacles could be, it's more than just money, right? It could be years, time, effort. And then it was the 8 of Pentacles. It was working real hard, putting a lot of seeds and time into all of it. And yeah, they gotta, the balance gotta be, skills gotta be back in balance. They up, they fucked up the peace and harmony. They caused a lot of chaos and confusion and disruption. Foolishly with the 0, because that's why I looked over and they did it very foolishly and very impulsively for no fucking reason. So the 7 of Pentacles with the loving God, with we have discernment, general prosperity, and deliverance of prisoners. See, and they even have like the little lantern, right? Like the hermit has. Deliverance of prisoners. And then hold on, because even over here, wow. Even over here, right, it has a lantern, right? You start using your discernment, choosing your own path, and realizing that you don't align or connect with a lot of people the way you used to. So that was on the top. So let's see what was on the bottom. So at the bottom we have the 9 of Cups with God, the kindest giver, with healing, preserving health, and curing diseases. Right? So whatever, like I said before, whatever they was wishing on you, right? Whatever you were stuck in, Spirit's trying to help you, guide you, lead you on the right path, away from this. Okay? So you don't have to suffer the karma with them, or like you're not even close enough, right? That if something like, you're not in the splash zone, pretty much. You're not even in ricochet distance. Like, this shit it can't even get to you. No how, no way, kind of thing. With the deliverance of prisoners, like they can't even find you, kind of thing. Right, and then we have the 5 of Pentacles with patience, revealing secrets of nature, spreading knowledge and industry. Oh, that's the forbearing God. Like I said, the secret is about to come. They in for a rude awakening. That third group, those were the group of people that thought like this was never gonna find out, never gonna get back to them. Nobody knew. People know. People see it. You are aware. Then another thing with the spells isn't to know the spell and know what they try to do, right? And then we're like, all right, I'm not accepting it. It also helps send that energy back to whoever sent it, right? You not accepting it, right? That's one. You always cleansing your energy, having a very hard shield that negative energy can't really like get to you or even like penetrate. It can't do nothing but go back to its sender, or it might even try to like go to the next person that you would accept, but then just like then you will stop accepting that person because you can see things clearly, and or just cast it out, like the rebuke. And it's like they never realized that or thought about that or cared to think about that because they felt they was higher than. Then we have the King of Wands with God, the merciful judge, with giving answers to those in doubt. And then we have the Six of Pentacles with the favorable God, divine grace, curing rage and pestilence, absorbing the guilt. Right? You might be feeling guilty that you allowed these people in your life, that you was listening to them, but this Page of Pentacles is like you learned your lesson, that now that you know better, you learn, like you see that things are wrong. Like what are you, it's like how you go about it. Like are you trying to be better? That's where it's like, remember, like it's, it might be scary to know like you was a bad person or know that you're a bad person, but it's like you at least try to get better. Where some people out here that's not trying to get better in no way, shape, or form. Right? Then we got the king, the Queen of Wands. Right? Some people just in a superficial connection, very superficial, materialistic relationship and connection that's very negative, and that's why is the energy is being cleansed out. Right? So those type of relationships are now breaking up, getting divorced, are not lasting, and it's like some of them gonna be spiritually stuck. Some of them might be actually going to prison. But the Queen of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. I was just talking about them. But the Queen of Wands says the hidden God with divine power, guidance against mental troubles, and the Page of Pentacles, God sung above all, with loyalty, alliance, friendships, and reconciliations. Right? But God help those who help themselves. So if you're willing to help and do better, actually want to heal, He has no problem helping and healing and guiding. But if you're trying to misuse His help, misuse His power, His love, and His protection, and use it for your own personal gain, like that's not gonna work out. That's just gonna come back to bite you, and you have to pay for that because the skills have to be balanced. Some people, there's people that a lot of shit, and they didn't realize that or care to take in consideration the things that they was doing. Because the Five of Pentacles is all about like trying to leave somebody else out in the cold and stuff like that, and that's being revealed. Like they know what they was do, they know what they did, and they intentionally did this, and they didn't care to apologize or make themselves a better person. Even if they do apologize, it's really just for show. Then we have, I don't want to be who I used to be. You deserve better. See, they want to be, they trying to be like, oh, or you might be like, they want to be better for me. Like, no, that doesn't mean anything. That's all like manipulated. They're just playing on your emotions, trying to make you feel vulnerable and stuff like that. Which is why you allow them back in, because you're sympathizing with them. You think like, oh, this time's gonna be different. When this time it's not gonna be different. They just still the same goddamn person, and it's all a trick, a tactic. Even if they try to come and give you gifts and stuff like that, that's a tactic. They trying to love bomb you, trying to like buy your love and buy your affection. You can come back in. Then we have, will you leave me like the others? Yeah, trying to make you feel guilty, playing with your emotions. And then we have, why can't I move on from you? Because they refuse to. They don't want to. Also, because you could literally just be soulmates, and they probably not romantic soulmates. That probably was like platonic, actually supposed to work together, like in a partnership, but they were so infatuated and wanted it to be something that it wasn't, and trying to conjure up that energy to make it something that is not. And also, they were trying to get you to love them, because the love spell is not up here. But they were trying to conjure the sex art, conjure up energy if you could have sex with them. Again, if you're closed off to that idea or closed off to that energy, the more they do it, the more and more it just repulses you. Don't think about that shit either. But then we have, how could you ever forgive me the mess I have made. See, they did a lot of shit. A lot of shit. They need spirit forgiveness. They want your forgiveness. They asking everybody forgiveness. See, cause I'm the man. They want. They have like yeah. They have a superiority complex. They have a self esteem issue. I can't promise you nothing. They're a fucking kid. They're immature, childish, childish. And at the bottom of the deck, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to lose you. But they did everything in the book to leave, like to call, like for you to leave, like for you to leave them, for you to not trust them, for you to be on guard, feel afraid of them, not want them. So we have marriage, sweet love, couple, dependency, right? They didn't want you to leave, but they would try to come in very fast to try to marry you, cause like a couple, a relationship, a marriage, a connection. But they did everything in the book to sabotage that, to make it a not sweet, not loving connection or home or even a vulnerable place to be in. My freaking PTSD kind of thing, right? And then we have gain, cultivating, profit, and conclusion. Yeah, they could have married you for their own personal gain, and that's what they're not telling you. But that's about to come to life. Collaborating, backup, union, unity, and enhancement. They did all this shit for their own personal gain, and they need the collaboration or needed other people's help because they cannot live or survive on their own. Whereas you can, what the Empress can, they cannot. So they try to leech off other people's success, work with other people to try to collaborate to get you to come back, to want you, stalk you. Because one of the scenarios, they sent somebody and that person actually like started liking you, and that shit backfired. And that could be one of the people that want forgiveness and, you know, God rest their soul. But they was all trying to do this for their own personal gain, or like I said, with that co-energy, trying to get you to marry, get into a couple, create a codependent relationship or dependent connection with somebody, so that you can stay there and, you know, start collaborating, working with what they want you to do. See, live and learn, yeah, experience, train and develop. If you got out of this with the page of Pentacles, like you live and you learn. Okay? You experienced this shit, you grew, and you developed, and you transformed that into something very better. You got out of it. Like, you just like, yep, nope, that's not for me. I'm alright, I'm good. Right? Because the shit was a trap. You learned and saw through the trap. You was like, yeah, nope, this shit not for me. This shit not for me. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the mask reverse. Mask is falling off. Mask is falling off. Yep. And now they trying to protest them. They mad. They upset. Yeah. Now it's I don't want to lose you, but they did like I said, they did everything in the book to lose you. Let's see if there's anything else that they want to say now. Then we have life without you is hopeless, dark, and desperate. I miss your light. That's what they wanted to steal from you. That's why they was using you. The star. The sun is a star, pretty much. Your light, your energy, your hope, your ambition, your drive, your vulnerability, your captivity and stuff like that. With that enchantment, like, you might not realize, like, when you walk into the room, like how the energy turns or the energy changed, the energy shifted. Like, before it could have been stale, boring, you come in, now it's like more uplifting, light, and energy and fun going and stuff like that. And yeah, they out here. And we haven't heard so much. They did a lot of shit. And we have I can't take it anymore. Yeah. See, it keep going back. Like, yeah, they trapped you, and then they were trying to play a victim when they actually are the villain this whole time. Then we have the passion I feel is overwhelming. I don't know how to handle it. Then we have people don't believe in me. So with the person that in group 3, when I was like, you saw through see, I wish to be like you. Hey, you saw through their trip, you saw through the manipulation, you saw through the tactic. Whatever group or crowd that they was in, if it was a cult, anything like that, the fact that they couldn't get you to compromise, they stopped believing in them. They lost their ranking and stuff like that. Also, with that wish to be like you, like I said, some of y'all, if they know that you have these gifts and their abilities, they out there trying to use it or try to steal it from you. I mean, I don't know how they feel like that's gonna work, because it was never their gift and God didn't give it to them in the first place. And this is the reason why they didn't give it to them, because they just use it for their own self gain, and that's not what this gift is for. It's for the benefit of all. Right? Mm-hmm. So we have fairy with offense, madness, and unpleasant. With luck, protest, goals, homeless. Yeah. So if you're now happy, lucky, and things are turning in your favor, they mad about that. They trying to protest that. Might with the sue with the in the courthouse. They might try to come after you or try to say like you did something wrong or illegal to get it, when it's just like that was never the case, right? To try to cause more stress and upheaval, but it's all gonna fail. And because they wanted to use your money and be beneficial off of your money, your luck, your joy, your ambitions, and stuff like that. But it's all gonna fail. They wanted you to be left out. They wanted you to be in the cold. They're the one that's gonna be in the cold. Like I said, everything that they wish for you is gonna end up back to them. If they wanted you to be homeless, have no friends, be isolated forever, you will have friends. You will have a team. You will have people that you will network with. Or it could simply say they was out here networking with people that you thought was your friends. But with this blessing, they wanted you to be homeless and compromise. They wanted you to compromise your gifts, like give it away, compromise your blessings, like with this integrity, right? So they angry and mad that they couldn't like knock you off your not even to knock you off your pedestal, but with the horse, like these people have an insecurity problem, right? Or like they overcompensate for certain things, but then they put themselves on like this very high horse as if they're better than other people, when if you don't really have to do that. So they try to bring you down and things going in your favor, so they try to like get you to befriend them, to do certain shit, to try to like mess things up so you can get like miss your blessings, or like miss your blessings, miss out on it, be trapped in something, get caught up in something. So either they can take your gifts, even if this blessing does come to you, they are around you, they can get it, they have access to it, and or just simply talk you out of it, take it from you. And they was very determined to do all this, but now, like I said before, they're the ones that's out in the cold, right? Great fortune. They're the ones that's out in the cold because you learned the lesson and cutting certain people out, and things are being exposed. Whatever you were saving, whatever you worked for, whatever you worked hard to do with the Seven of Pentacles, you planted those seeds, you worked very hard to do it, to heal, to learn, to be independent, to release this person, to overcome any codependent relationships, any codependent um, attachment people try to like put onto you or attach to you and stuff like that. It's like you, because we have butterflies on here, like you're transforming that and learning that, and it's like becoming very great and beneficial to you because you're no longer on these levels with these people, or they no longer on the level with these people, and they can't really get to you without evolving and growing as well. And it's like they can't, because they don't even know how. Whatever, like I said before, whatever they trying to put you through, they about to go through the same thing and witness the same thing. And some of them aren't strong enough to withstand what you've been through. Right? Then we have official person. Yeah. Like I said, some of y'all are actually like earth angels, right? An official person in the eyes of spirit, and they thought they can do this too, and it's just like, no, you're weird. Or like I said with the detective, like they thought their title or who they are was gonna allow them to be able to do certain things, and spirit was just like, no, no, right? Mature man. They could be like a very like an old person, somebody like that's supposed to know better, so you expecting them to do better, but it's like, no, no. Right, now they concerned, right? Yeah. Like I said, it's somebody. Yeah. Child. What did I say with the child? I don't know what a child got to do with it. Either somebody have a kid or expected a kid, cause it kept saying a 13-month-old child, a 13-month-old baby. So I don't know if they've been doing this for 13 months. They were supposed to last for 13 months. What it is, right? They've been um it's supposed to last just for 13 months. I don't know. I don't know what. But they doing some shit and now they concerned. Now they concerned. Because in the song he said the child broke the looking glass. So whatever this kid got to do with it, cut all this shit out. Right? Message. The kid sending a message. This kid is, yeah. Either this kid is the message, like this kid fucked everything up. Everything up. Then I know it was something about courts and stuff like that. But all the, like both judges that I named don't deal with child support or child related cases. So, yeah. But either way, it's like this spell, all the spells are broken. All the writings on the wall, they could see that what they did. Yeah, you're healing from it. Whatever they did, you're healed from it. Now it's their turn, and they might not be able to heal from it the way that, yeah, they might not be able to heal from it or so, like live through it or deal with it the way that you deal with it. They wish poverty on you. Everything that you have to work for with the Seven of Pentacles to get to where you are, they about to do the exact same thing. And if they wanted you to be like I said, whoever they sent, if they kept sending money spells and stuff like that to interrupt your money, it's about to go right back to them. Every time, everything that they did, boom, another one, another one, another one. They wanted you to be homeless, struggling, and poor. They about to do the exact same thing, right? Pathway. They wanted that for your path. They wanted that for your journey. They were trying to do anything to make it a part of your path, make it part of their journey. They only just fucked up themselves. Right now, message of concern. Even if they do have a child on the way, they're about to have a kid on the way and can afford to pay for that child or take care of that child. Right? Lovers. Or about to be trapped with a child. Despair. They out on their ass. Five of Pentacles. Now hiring. Oh, not hiring. And then there's cops back there investigating. Right? Now they sitting here worrying, boo-hoo-hooing. Woe is me. But in the beginning, shit was all fun and games. Yeah, because they wanted your gifts. They expected your gifts. They thought shit was all fun and games. It was going to work out. They can play with your feelings. They can manipulate you. They can do this. They can do that. And Spirit's just like, no. Now it's hiding. See, painful memories. That's what's like with that Six of Cups. Yeah, they're looking back on it. Now they sad. Now it's painful. Because now they see the error of their ways. And now they're like, damn, I should never wish that for that person. Because everything that you was able to heal from and overcome it. They're not about to do that. That's why they are depressed and they're sad and they feel dark. So like they're already in darkness. It's about to be even more dark. Darker than dark. Like, and it hurts for them. It's painful. Then we have I have to let you go to find myself. Or you have these painful memories, you stuck with these painful memories, you have to let them go to find yourself, because you almost, if they didn't want you to remember who you are and know that you were this diamond, and have confidence, because they don't have confidence. And it's like, if spiritual is like, if you continue to stay here, you will lose yourself and continue to sabotage yourself, giving away your confidence and your courage, and we don't want that for you. Then we have I can't express myself, because yeah, this was not your person. You was not. You can't be vulnerable. You can't express yourself with this person. No nothing. Then we have don't put up with my bullshit. This person was giving you nothing but bullshit. Then we have I'm obsessed with you. They was like, oh, why can't I get over you? Because they obsessed with you. They infatuated by you. And I'm stuck in the version of us being together. That's why they refuse to move on. They're holding on to the past, and you're moving on and trying to do better. And they still just, no, focus on me, give to me, love me. I love you. Man, but it's like, if you had loved me, you would never done all this. They did a lot of shit to the fact that they don't know how to get back in. They don't know how to apologize. Even if they do apologize, they can't tell you everything, because they know if they tell you everything, you won't allow them to come back in. And they don't want to lose you, but they, like I said before, they did everything in the book to lose you. And now they, despair. They lost hope. And sad. Yeah. And that's all I got from this. For this reading, but also that download. Probably very long. I didn't expect to be here for that long. But that message is very important for somebody. And it was needed. And also, what I find funny, right? Not really fun, like haha funny. But, right? Because at the bottom of these decks, right? So we have Cycle for one. Right? Then we also have the Two of Swords, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles, collaboration, the Two of Swords we literally had in this reading. Cycle is like the time frame that you're in now, but underneath that is patience. So it could be like this temperance like we had here, like you in this patient cycle. You needed to be patient to heal and to persevere. This isolation period, you can heal from this. Take some time to relax. The amount of time that you need, because this person's trying to cause a stalemate for you, and they worked with a lot of people, or they worked with others to also cause a stalemate. And I'm looking at the hat, they worked with a lot of people to cause this stalemate, or they entertained other folks into believing what they was saying about you. But all that truth's gonna come out either way. Yeah, that's all that I'm seeing for this reading. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, then please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Please take care of yourself, stay healthy, hydrated, and blessed. Bye.